Hey, fifth grade, almost sixth graders, it's the third trimester, and I'm going to tell you all about your stations that you have for independent work this time around. So make sure that you use this video to help you at the beginning and make sure to ask questions. Also, this video will be good to help you throughout the whole trimester in case you forgot some details about one of the stations, and you can always go back to this video to find out about it. So I'm going to get rid of me in this webcam right now, and I'm going to start explaining it to you. So just like last time, there's 3 steps still, but you have to have all of your work done by June 1st. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe June 1st, but that's going to come sooner than you think. The third trimester is always pretty busy because we have PSSAs that go on. We also have field trips and our 5th grade picnics, special things that go on. So you really need to buckle down. And if you need to, I'm going to create a calendar because many of you did have trouble at the end really making sure you had everything complete. So I figured if you use a calendar from the beginning, you can really keep yourself organized and on task. So for the third trimester, you're going to have literature circle. Just the same, you might not have as much work considering with a packet like we had before. I'm kind of going to change it up in that way, so I'll show you all about that when we meet in literature circle. So I think that'll be a little bit less work for you, so that'll help you do really good sixth grade work with the rest of your independent work. The second part in step 1 that needs to be complete each week is this. Each week you're going to select 2 vocabulary words. Now that's different from last time. It's 2 instead of 5. I want you to really pick 2 that you have no clue, you've never heard of before. Some of the words you have heard of and you have a little bit of background on. So pick 2 that you don't know. Make sure you use the vocabulary packet that I'm going to give you, which is going to consist of these. I'll make sure I have enough this time. You're going to do the part of speech, the definition, and 2 sentences for the word. Make sure they're 2 strong 5th grade sentences. Then each week you're also going to choose a Greek or Latin root word to research, find what it means, and create your colorful page, and you're going to do that again in your packet with the vocabulary. So we'll have, for each week, you'll have the front page of the vocabulary to complete, and the back will be one of these. So you have just the Latin or Greek root that you choose, and you'll have a whole list to choose from. Your visual and the words that you learn have that Latin or Greek root in it, and also what the Latin or Greek root means. So this was just an example, and I'll have an example in our classroom as well to help you. So 1 Latin and Greek root, ooh, that's hard to say, root a week, and 2 vocabulary words. So then here's step 2. Step 2, you have to have, it says select 1 each week, but all of these must be done by June 1st. So first is your blog post, and you are going to have a calendar again. We will have more technology by the end of the trimester, so our devices, it'll be a lot easier to share them. But at the beginning, we'll have just our regular iPad day and a Chromebook or laptop day. So you use that to do your blog post. Most of you did really well, but I really want them to be multiple paragraphs this time around. Really check your proper spelling and grammar, and include a picture or a link. Please try to do that link. Use that little, it looks like a chain, to put your link in there. It's very simple to do. Your second thing is you're going to write a summary for 2 very short stories. The stories will be found in the independent work bin, and they're going to be very short, just few paragraph stories. And then I want you to write a paragraph summary for each story. So do that on lined paper. So you can staple the stories and the paper together and hand that in. Number 3 is Time for Kids, close reading. So you're going to choose a Time for Kids magazine. I have a bunch in our classroom, and I'm constantly getting them every 2 weeks or so. And choose one that appeals to you, and you're going to do close reading again like we did for the reading books, but this might not take you as long because it's a shorter magazine. You're going to skim the Time for Kids once and use symbols. Then you're going to read it second to elaborate on your questions, drawing conclusions and ideas. You guys are really good at drawing conclusions. Let's work on that this time around. And third, make sure you read it again for comprehension so that you didn't miss anything. Oops, I'm sorry, that didn't go the way I thought it would here. Okay? Here comes some of the different ones that we haven't done before. Number 4 is an Earth Day task. Your task for this one is to create some kind of a visual revolving around an Earth Day or an environmental issue. It's kind of like a persuasive visual. You're going to research a little bit about this topic, and you're going to create some kind of visual to inform others about it. So don't just make a visual with the Earth and say, save the Earth. Well, you got to give some information about it within your poster or picture. So you can use ThingLink to do it. You could use a photo grid app to compile like maybe a collage of pictures to teach about. You could use iMovie or make a commercial or do a poster or something else that I haven't even thought of. So it just has to teach about some kind of Earth topic. Maybe it's about saving the polar bears. Maybe it's about global warming or recycling, or I don't know, the possibilities are endless, okay? Number 5 is Raz Kids. Log into your Raz Kids account. You know how to do it. Read at least 2 books and answer the questions. If you forget how to log into Raz Kids, I don't have a student account, but it's just Raz-Kids, and you have your account information. And I also do have it on the iPads, and it's very easy because it's an app on the iPads. Number 6 is the one that probably needs the most explanation. So here it goes. You're going to get a link, which will be on Launchpad, but it's also down here on the back of this page right here, Flipgrid. So you can either type in this to get to Flipgrid, or if you're using an iPad, you can use the QR code scanner to scan your paper here to get to Flipgrid. So once you get to Flipgrid, and I will go there now, it's going to take you to this really cool site that's free for teachers, and it's private for us. This is my own private Flipgrid. So what I have to do with this, and what you have to do with this, is here are my 6 topics I made for you, and you can click on each of them and hear what my topics are about. And if I go back to my directions here, I recorded several opinion-based topics for you to select. You need to pick one, okay? And you're going to complete the graphic organizer fully that I have given you. And that's going to be in the bin, or in the independent work bin. It looks like this one. I like this one better. So you're going to fill this out, and you're going to learn how to do it in class. We're going to be doing this with opinion writing. You're going to fill this out fully, this graphic organizer, and then you're going to record yourself talking about your topic. So you're going to support your topic, give your reasons and your facts for it, and you're going to record it on Flipgrid. So say you're choosing favorite movie. So I'm clicking my video. There's me talking.
So for this question, you're going to be talking about your favorite movie. So pick your favorite movie and support it and give facts about it, and maybe you'll convince someone else to watch that.
So there was me talking about it. And then I guess I have to go back to, here we go. If I clicked on that, now you can record your own response to me and support your answer with that graphic organizer. So you'll add your response and you'll record yourself. See, my webcam's picking me up. You'll record yourself. Now here's the key. You only have 1 minute and 30 seconds. So if you do go over, I think you can record a second one, but I would keep it at 1 minute and 30 seconds. So make sure you're looking into the webcam when you're talking. See, if I look down, it looks really silly and it looks like I'm just looking at the keyboard, but you want to make eye contact with your webcam. So you would record that. And you can go back on and hear what other people say, and you can respond to what they're saying. And it's pretty cool to communicate back and forth. And we're really going to talk about how to positively comment to each other. You know, when we're talking about opinions, sometimes people get pretty fired up and really into what they're talking about. And it's important that we be respectful of each other's opinions and at the same time, you know, have a good conversation back and forth about it. So you can respectfully comment back and forth to each other. The last one here is the 5th grade reflections. So you are going to write me a letter, and I would do this one absolutely last because I want it to be done toward the end of 5th grade. So you're going to answer the following questions to me. What's your favorite and your least favorite part of 5th grade? What were you most proud of in 5th grade? What can you improve upon for 6th grade? And what will you miss about AEC? And what do you look forward to about the middle school? So make sure you're writing it to me. I will respond and write back to you. I'm sure I will write back to every single one of you, all of you that do independent work. And your letter should be well written. It should be grammatically correct. Spelling needs to be correct, and it needs to be at least 3 paragraphs. That's something we all really need to work on with our independent work. We need to be proud of our work and not rush to get it done. And of course, in the end here, if you complete all of these tasks, then you can work on any homework, you can build with Legos, you can make your own article of the week, you go on some of the technology apps if it's your technology day. You could also do Genius Hour, which is really cool, creating your own research question and researching your own passion, which is pretty neat. So we have lots of tasks available to you for the 3rd trimester, and I want to really see pride in your work, and I really want to see everyone following directions and working hard. And as always, 6th grade work. And I cannot believe it's the end of the end of the 2nd trimester and the beginning of the 3rd trimester. You are 2/3 of the way through, and you are almost 1/3 from being a 6th grader. So let's keep up the good work and continue to push ourselves to be the very best we can be.